I'm Linda from paperboutique.blogspot.com. I fell in love with a video tutorial from Split Coast Stampers on how to make a faux leather wallet and decided to modify the concept to make business card holders. And these are just some of the business cards I've made in the past, and I wanted to make a homemade holder. Let me get these out of the way here and show you these. And here is the inside, I hope you can see, of my business card holder, and it's like an accordion little container. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you how easy these are to make. And this one, I just added a little paper rosette, and I also have a video on how to make rosettes if you're interested. Well, first, and I've already assembled part of this, first you need a piece of paper that's two-sided cardstock. And what I did is I cut a piece of rectangle 4 by 6 3/4 inches, and I hope you can see all of this. And then I rounded the corners. You could also use single-sided paper like Split Coast Stampers did and line with another sheet of paper. You could also use your sewing machine like they did and stitch around the edges, or use a white gel pen. Whatever paper technique you want to use. And for those of you that have seen the video, you know that they've done like embossing. Well, I bought this paper that was already embossed at Joann Fabrics yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and I just haven't had a chance to make something with it, or make a holder with it. And I also bought this really pretty paper that's almost like a fabric paper at Joann's, and I want to make one out of that. So you could also use these types of papers. But what I did is I just used a double-sided paper, and then here's where my technique differs a little. I didn't emboss it, which is done by using embossing powder in a Cuttlebug folder, but instead I wanted, I don't know if you can see this, a shiny, kind of a patent leather look. I also wanted my holder to be a little bit more flexible and durable. So what I did is I took this sheet of paper and I used Mod Podge, the glossy type, and a makeup sponge to apply 2 coats, and then I let the paper dry in between the coats and placed it under heavy books to remove any curl from the paper. And you could round the corners before you do that or after, it really doesn't matter. And next, I'm going to reach over here and grab these. I cut 2 pieces of paper that are 2 inches by 3 inches. And if you want the pocket a little deeper here, you can make it 2 1/4. It just depends on how deep you want it, but this is 2 by 3. I lined it up with my new scor-pal along the top and scored every 1/2 inch on both of the 2 by 3 pieces. And then what I did is I just accordion folded it. You can see there. And I accordion folded this piece. And we're going to bring, I already did this part. Then what you're going to do is, I wrote glue on here. You just are going to go ahead and glue it right to the edge. So it's lined up right with the edge on this side. I already did that. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and I'm hoping you can see that. And what I would recommend doing is just using a glue stick or glue. For today's demonstration, I'm going to use a tape runner because it's a little bit quicker. I glued this on the ones I made before and held it down with binder clips until the glue dried. And then what I would do is put glue here, and I used a glue stick, and I'm just going to use a tape runner. I'm going to put it on both sides. And then I'm hoping you can see this, all I'm going to do is kind of right up against that, I'm just going to make like a little bit of a fold, and I'm going to do this side first, and you can see you'll move it around a little bit, and if you're using glue it's a little bit more forgiving, and you can line it up, and then I'll turn it, I hope you can see, and I'll do the same thing on the other side, and then I go ahead and kind of crease it a little bit. And when you're done, it just looks like this, and you've got just the cutest little pocket. And what you're going to do is put a magnet here, and I use the basic gray type because you need a really firm magnet. And then I also put a magnet here, and let me just open this and show you. And what I used to adhere this magnet was glossy accent, and I literally let this dry overnight, and I just lined it up. And I put just a cute little I think this is one of Teresa Collins's new brads, and I snipped the brad off and just used a glue dot. And this is one that I didn't use the Mod Podge on, so it's not as flexible, but I really like the look of Mod Podge. And if you want, you can, I bring it down a little bit, you know, just so you've got, you know, a little space there for movement. And they're just the cutest, and they're super quick and super easy. Well, let me bring in my business cards, and they're gonna fit perfectly in my little business card holders. Well, I would like to thank you for watching, and please visit my blog at paperboutique.blogspot.com for more projects and ideas. Bye-bye.